dashboard clock was blinking 11:52 as the city lights grew smaller in the rear view. The summer night stretched endlessly ahead, and the radio filled the silence between the words we never said. You had your jacket wrapped around your shoulders in the breeze, watching telephone wires disappear behind the trees. A distant station drifted through the static, clear and strong, and suddenly they played our song. The moon was high, the road rolled on, and neither of us wanted the night gone. The last song on FM 92 sounded a little bit like me and you. Like every mile we'd ever drive, like every dream still alive. The last song on FM 92 carried our hearts into the blue. And when the music finally faded away, the memory stayed. We stopped beside a roadside diner glowing red, the waitress pouring coffee while old records played instead. The jukebox in the corner hummed a lonely melody that somehow felt like destiny. Outside the parking lot was empty, and still the stars were hanging low above the hill. You smiled across the table, and for a moment there, the future felt easy to wear. No need to run, no need to hide. The whole world was outside. The last song on FM 92 sounded a little bit like me and you. Like every mile we'd ever drive, like every dream still alive. The last song on FM 92 carried our hearts into the blue. And when the music finally faded away, the memories stayed. Now years pass by like signals lost in the night. Some stations disappear beyond the light, but every now and then, through the static once again, I hear a familiar melody, and you're right there with me, like the summer never ended. The last song on FM 92 still echoes like it always knew, that some nights never truly leave, no matter what we believe. Last song on FM 92 still plays somewhere in my mind for you, a frequency time couldn't erase. fairground lights were fading in the warm September air. A lonely carousel was turning somewhere over there. Your hand slipped into mine as the night began to glow, like a scene we'd wanna keep long after letting go. The music played so softly, like a secret meant for two, and every passing moment pulled me closer into you. This is the last dance of summer, before the seasons change. Hold me like tomorrow's just a word, and nothing slips away. This is the last dance of summer, beneath the silver sky. If the night should end forever, let it find us side by side. The ocean carried moonlight across the rolling tide. We watched the distant city sparkle on the other side. No promises were needed, no forever had to start. The rhythm of the waves was already in our hearts. Every look you gave me felt stronger than the years, like a dream worth keeping beyond the disappear. This is the last dance of summer, before the seasons change. Hold me like tomorrow's just a word, and nothing slips away. This is the last dance of summer, beneath the silver sky. If the night should end forever, let it find us side by side. Years from now, when autumn comes and paints the world in gold, I'll remember how you smiled on that evening long ago. And if another love should find me somewhere down the line, a part of me will always stay in this moment, frozen in time. This is the last dance of summer, the song before goodbye, the memory that keeps on shining, like a star across the night. This is the last dance of summer, and though the years may fly, I'll hear your voice in every breeze that passes by. The last dance of summer, still playing in my mind, like an old radio melody, lost somewhere in time. The last softly on the rooftops of our town as golden sunlight faded and the shadows drifted down. I picked you up at sunset in my father's old coupe, and every light along Main Street seemed to shine for me and you. The record store was closing, the diner filled with sound. Teenagers and dreamers were gathering around. The summer air was humming with a feeling hard to name, like life was just beginning and would never be the same. The night was young, the world was wide, and love was riding by our side. Summer lights on Main Street, glowing like a dream. Every little moment was brighter than it seemed. Summer lights on Main Street, dancing in your eyes, a memory still shining after all this time. We wandered past the movie house beneath the neon glow, watching couples hand in hand with nowhere else to go. The jukebox from the corner bar spilled music through the air, and every song felt written for the magic we were sharing. We stopped beside the fountain in the center of the square. You spun around and laughed as the wind moved through your hair. The moon climbed slowly higher as the town began to sleep, while we kept chasing memories we'd someday want to keep. The stars appeared one by one, like they were joining in the fun. Summer lights on Main Street, glowing like a dream. Every little moment was brighter than it seemed. Summer lights on Main Street, dancing in your eyes, a memory still shining after all this time. Now the years move faster than the trains that crossed our town, and some old buildings vanished while new ones gathered around. But every time I hear those songs from long ago, I can still see your silhouette beneath those neon signs, like a scene forever frozen in the back of my mind. Summer lights on Main Street, still glowing in my soul, like an old familiar melody that never grows old. Summer lights on Main Street, still calling out your name, and every summer evening brings it back again. Summer lights on Main Street, the radio and moonlight too, a little piece of yesterday still shining through. Summer lights on Main Street. The night was leaning gently on the edge of morning light. We were parked beside the river, holding on to one more night. The city slept behind us, just a glow beyond the trees, while the summer wind kept dancing through the leaves. The dashboard clock kept warning that the dawn was getting near, but every minute with you felt too precious to disappear. The radio was playing soft and low between the dark and day, like it knew we weren't quite ready to walk away. The stars were fading slowly, but our hearts were holding on, trying to make forever out of one more song. The last song on the radio was playing just for us, a melody of moonlit roads and hearts that never rush. The last song on the radio wrapped around the night, and for a few moments everything felt right. You traced circles on the window as the silence filled the air, and I memorize dusty dashboard, fading Polaroids, a two-lane road and a heart full of noise. You leaned your head against the passenger door, and suddenly I didn't need anything more. The evening painted gold across the sky. We watched the telephone wires drifting by, a mixtape spinning songs we'd never forget, like every moment hadn't happened yet. The night was young, and so were we, holding on to endless possibilities. Summer on cassette, playing over and over again. Every laugh, every kiss, every promise in the wind. Summer on cassette, like a melody I can't replace. Though the tape may wear away, your love remains. The county fair was glowing in the dark, fireworks reflected in your eyes like sparks. We danced beneath the Ferris wheel lights, trying to make forever out of one night. The world was small enough to fit our dreams. Nothing was as complicated as it seemed. Every second felt too beautiful to lose. Every road somehow kept leading back to you. The radio played our favorite tune, and all the stars were singing along too. Summer on cassette, playing over and over again. Every laugh, every kiss, every promise in the wind. Summer on cassette, like a melody I can't replace. Though the tape may wear away, your love remains. Now the years pass faster than the clouds above, but time could never erase that kind of love. When I hear those distant echoes in the night, I can still see your silhouette standing underneath those lights, like a scene preserved forever in the soundtrack of my life. Still spinning deep inside my soul. Every memory survives, every feeling stays alive. Summer on cassette, the sweetest chapter of my days. Though slowly past the old motel sign, painting shades of gold and crimson across the county line. I heard your voice on the payphone saying meet me after dark, and suddenly the whole night sparked. I picked you up by the diner where the jukebox always played the same familiar love songs that never seem to age. Your smile lit up the passenger side brighter than the town as we rolled the windows down. The highway called, the stars aligned, and the world fell far behind. Summer lights on Route 9 burning bright in my mind, like a dream we were living 1 mile at a time. Summer lights on Route 9, you beside me all night, with the radio singing and the moon shining white. The gas station neon flickered red and blue ahead, casting colors through the windshield like words we never said. We crossed the river bridge where reflections danced below, like memories already learning how to glow. You traced circles on the dashboard while talking about your plans, California sunsets and distant ocean sands. I said wherever life may lead, one thing would stay true: every road would remind me of you. The night rolled on, the music played, and we wished it would stay. Summer lights on Route 9 burning bright in my mind, like a dream we were living 1 mile at a time. Summer lights on Route 9, you beside me all night, with the radio singing and the moon shining white. Now years have passed like headlights disappearing in the rain. Some exits led to happiness, some to a little pain. But every time July returns and the warm wind starts to rise, I see those neon colors reflected in your eyes. Summer lights on Route 9, still glowing after all this time, like a photograph untouched by age, or a melody that survives. Summer lights on Route 9, forever shining inside, a little piece of our story, still along for the ride. Summer lights on Route 9. Oh, gymnasium was glowing at the edge of our small town. Paper stars and colored lights were hanging all around. The band was playing softly as the evening settled in, and the magic of that summer felt like it would never end. You wore a white dress swaying with the rhythm of the night, and every time you smiled it turned the darkness into light. The world outside kept turning, but we hardly noticed then. We were too busy believing we'd always be 17. The music drifted slowly across the crowded room, and every dream we carried started to bloom. It was the summer of the last slow dance, the summer of forever and first romance, holding you close while the whole world disappeared with a song in the air. It was the summer of the last slow dance, when every heartbeat moved by chance. And even now I can still feel your hands from the summer of the last slow dance. After midnight we were driving through the quiet county roads, with the radio playing songs that everybody knows. The windows down, the warm night air, the stars above the trees, a perfect little snapshot of who we used to be. We stopped beside the football field where the bleachers stood alone, talking about the future like we had already grown. But deep inside we both knew this night was something rare, the kind you carry with you everywhere. The moon was shining brightly like it didn't want to leave, and neither did we. It was the summer of the last slow dance, the summer of forever and first romance, holding you close while the whole world disappeared with a song in the air. It was the summer of the last slow dance, when every heartbeat moved by chance. And even now I can still feel your hands from the summer of the last slow dance. Now the gym is gone and the years moved on like records spinning out of sight. But whenever I hear a love song from those days, the lights come back to life, the room begins to glow, and I'm right there beside you in that summer long ago. It was the summer of the last slow dance, the summer that never really ends, living on inside the melodies and the photographs we kept. It was the summer of the last slow dance, still shining through the passing years. fading summer sky, like a silent guardian, watching all the years go by. I picked you up at twilight by the corner drugstore sign, and the whole town seemed to sparkle when you climbed inside. The radio was playing through the speaker by the dash, a song about forever and making moments last. The streets were full of memories we hadn't lived just yet, the kind of nights a heart could never forget. The air was warm, the stars were clear, and everything we wanted felt so near. The lights of our hometown, shining like diamonds in the dark, guiding every dream we found straight into our hearts. The lights of our hometown still glow when the sun goes down, and every road I've ever known leads back to the lights of our hometown. We parked beside the football field after the crowd had gone. The echoes of the cheering still lingered in the calm. You told me about California, the oceans and the waves. I told you every dream begins somewhere. The moon rose over Main Street and painted silver lines across the roofs and sidewalks we'd wandered 1,000 times. And in that quiet moment, it felt easy to believe the world was waiting patiently. No fear of time, no fear of change, just two young hearts calling your name. The lights of our hometown, shining like diamonds in the dark, guiding every dream we found straight into our hearts. The lights of our hometown still glow when the sun goes down, and every road I've ever known leads back to the lights of our hometown. Now years have passed like cars on the interstate. Some dreams arrived and some arrived too late. But whenever an old song finds me late at night, I can still see those streets, still hear your laughter there, still feel the summer wind